What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And what do I have planned today? Someone asked for a Berserker run, but obviously we can't guarantee that. So I suppose we should start with something physical to kind of guide us in that direction, potentially. Take a Ghoul. I'm quite the fan of Ghoul, though I don't know if I'll do Moon Ghoul or not. Moon Ghoul is fun, but it hurts your build. Like, it makes you, it makes it a lot harder to win. Let's take a Pikeman. He even has charge too. This kind of sets me up for maybe two different paths. Obviously, we're not going to do chase Ghoul. That would be a big bad move. But we can do something with it. Aw, man, I wanted to get the hook transition. If y'all didn't know, the thing that you do with Moon Ghoul, where you leave the screen or leave the special room, you know, like the gravity room, before you actually, I'm going to go into this item room first, which means I probably can't do this. Yeah, I can't do it. But you can actually do that hook transition in pretty much any room. You just have to pause the game while you're leaving. It's pretty interesting how it works. Ghoul is an odd fellow. Now, I talked about it the last time I had Ghoul at all. I tried to, I was talking about maybe getting like a glitch state where you can like have it 3 skulls technically being perceived by the game, but I have like since attempted that. It doesn't work, sadly. It'd be freaking hilarious if it did. There has to be tons of potential glitch opportunities for this skull. He's like so interesting. We can do it here. Like this. Then when we enter this room, crazy stuff will be happening. Here we go! It's so dumb. Yeah, Ghoul's an interesting character for sure. Really fun. I enjoyed playing Ghoul a lot, although if I do kind of make this a Ghoul run, it might be a solo-oriented run. Because Ghoul is one of those skulls where you actually don't want to swap with him a lot. In the early game, we'll be swapping because it doesn't really matter. But once we get him to, like, potentially unique, and then, you know, maybe even legendary, it really is better if you do not swap a lot with this skull. The sad thing about Ghoul is his swap, like his literal swap, the action of it is actually pretty good. It's one of those like quick animations that deals damage, and swaps like that are like by and large just like good. But like it's just like the way that he's designed just makes it to where you do not want to swap. Also, always got to be careful about the lingering conductor orb. It can deal so much damage to you. It can ruin your whole day. It tried there, but I was too smart for it. I knew it was coming. Also, we low rolled, which is not exactly good, but it's fine, I suppose. I don't think it's like a giga low roll or anything. It's just like under average, I would say. Let's go ahead and grab this. We'll be earning tons. Oh, and this. Okay, this shop is pretty much done, actually. Very interesting. What am I looking for here? I'll know it when I see it. There it is. Well, I know what I was looking for. It only took us a little bit, and we got it. I'm also going to buy that. Just to be a little safe here. Though we do have the succubus, which pretty much makes this free. Though, it is the ninja as well. Ninja and the cleric together, they're not exactly a good combo. He moves around way too much for the cleric's like boons to help him. But the ninja himself is nasty. I would say this is the easiest you'll ever find him, though. I don't think he's so bad on his own. But good lord, in group fights, he's awful. Just the worst. This should not be too awful bad, though. Keep him away from the heal zone. And the slowness zone, too. That's probably the worst part about that. That's, like, benefit she gives the battlefield is, the freaking slowness that he gives you. We're almost done. I can't believe he hit me there at the very end. Unfortunate. I'd be so happy if she dropped her legendary, because you can do Relic Ghoul pretty effectively. And that would be a ton of fun to show off. None of this is exactly good. Thinking about taking the bone shards. I think I'll just take this, though. It's only 5 bone shards. I'm not super keen on it, you know, like I can do much better. To take the most expensive and like costly thing there. And also the thing is, early on in the game, the fireballs, even if you're not focusing magic, they can still help you quite a bit. So it's like you have nothing to lose by taking something like that. This is nasty though. Let's see if we can't kill him before the corn or before this succubus ends. Doesn't look like we're able to, but hopefully it's. I guess it's not as bad as it could be because he can't move. So. Also, first things first, I'm gonna check and see if this is a skull room. I actually forgot, which is, you know, just typical Haxa things. If it's a skull room, we have a chance to dupe our skull here. We just have to get the skull reward first that the room offers, and then go back for the box. Okay, it is a skull. Mage dupe. Now that'd be interesting. Would it be good? Wouldn't stop me from doing it, but is it worth our while in terms of like usability? And it's a monkey. Close. We got the common. We just didn't get the common we were looking for. I quite like the monkey, honestly. Honestly, we're kind of moving away from a ghoul direction, especially with the gunpowder sword. Let's actually take this. Leave the ghoul behind. We could do a monkey run. Big monkey fan. Although he's not exactly a crit. Like with monkey, you kind of want to build raw damage percent. Because monkey has the issue of his clones can't crit. So yeah, he can't make use of something like gunpowder sword. But I mean, gunpowder sword is just kind of so universally usable that like it doesn't necessarily matter that it's not exactly perfectly synergistic with him. You can still use it just fine. Just build some crit percent stuff and it'll work perfectly fine. All right, let's see if we can find a nice misfortune item or something. That strike. Though we do have 2 speed skulls. Yeah, actually, sure. Why not? Save a little bit of my dark quartz. Something you really gotta start thinking about is like, you know, the more you spend on re-rolling that, the quicker your dark quartz surplus is gonna run out. We've already lost almost 200,000, if not around exactly 200,000. That's a 250. We're gonna be earning so much money. I'm just gonna buy the bone shard pouch, and I'm also gonna take an item room here because I want to see if I can get Omen. Misfortune Omen would be super cool. I've never actually used it. I will say, unfortunately for y'all at least, and if you're like really like you enjoy authentic Haxa reactions whenever I find something, I've done a run off screen with the masterpiece Omen since I was informed by my YouTube commenters about how it works, and I see what you guys mean. It's insane. It was a blowout run, even though I actually it was an Omen 2 run because I actually had the Sun and Moon Omen 2, and my run. Oh, what could you be? And also, but yeah, Pot of Greed. Like I've said before, I'm not the biggest Pain and Despair fan, and I think it's only lost value in the Dark Mirror thanks to Arachna scaling. Like I would much rather have my my attack speed attached to something that isn't my item slots, unless it's going to be like just Rapidity 2 or something, you know. And even Rapidity, I would say, lost some of its value in the Dark Mirror. Basic attacks don't feel nearly as strong as they used to be. Like, you gotta have something extra on top of it. Usually if I'm doing, like, a basic attack focused run, I'm doing go-getter things with, like, items. So, that could just be me, though. I don't exactly know. There is the one dark ability that amplifies basic attacks. I'm sure there is functionality in that. Who knows? Maybe this will be a run where we do that. Anyway, it's Yiggy time. What do we always say about Yiggy? Or at least we used to say it, and it's still kind of true. He's merely just an obstacle in your way, especially in normal mode. In hard mode, he's certainly gained some ability to ruin your day, especially if you come into the fight with like a very small amount of HP. That can be annoying. But overall, I still am not super threatened by Yiggy. In beta, I was. In the Dark Mirror beta, he was a nightmare. He was awful. Then with this, we don't even gotta dodge his stupid moves. Who cares, Yiggy? You ain't nothing. And we don't even have a lot of damage on this build either. Like, we are very low damage overall currently. And things are still going very well. We have 0... No. We have the Carleon standard issue sword, I think. I think I literally mixed every single actual ordering of those words. I think I got it all backwards there. Standard issue Carleon sword is what it's actually called. So, you know, just a little correction there. But yeah, this is going well. Having the succubus this early is such good insurance, and I'm probably going to keep it the whole run unless I find something truly incredible. Maybe I would consider taking a troll, one of my least favorite quints in the whole game, on this run. It depends on what my crit percent ends up being. But even then, I just don't like troll, man. I don't like it. And for some reason, people in the community like glaze it hard, and I've never really truly understood it. It's not bad for the record. I just don't think it's as good as people think it is. Excuse me, I wanted to take a sip of tea. Okay, what's in the box? Oh my good lord. Yoink. That's like the easiest pick of all time. We'll get rid of this too. We don't need it. Okay, guys, this is already off to something incredible. We were well on our way to greatness. Getting the ring that early. And I was honestly in my mind thinking, I hope that happens. This is probably one of the worst curses in the game, honestly. I could see using it with Dwarf and maybe like Yeti or something, but ugh. It should give some cooldown as well, honestly. Then it would actually be decent. Aging, we're not going to be super ability focused, I don't think. So I'm more looking at something like, obviously, Riftblade. Maybe we should take Electric Field, because this is looking like it's going to be very basic focused. Although, the further we get into the Pikeman, it's certainly going to become less about his basics. Electric Field is fun, though. We'll do that. What's my inscriptions looking like? Terrible. We're going to take Weakness Exposure. Alright, so now we're on to something. We're kind of cooking here, guys. We're coming up with some crazy stuff. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my monkey to unique because the unique monkey is insane. Or it's like a huge step up from the normal monkey that you're using. Let me make sure I heard a weird noise in my headset. I thought maybe I disconnected my headset or something. Just wanted to check my OBS and make sure everything's good. It appears to be, so let's just go. And I'm not going to commit to the Pikeman because I would say he's on the chopping block. I'd like to... Ooh, dude, if I could get a champ... Oh, that'd be so sweet. Give me a champ, please. That's what we're going to be looking for. I wonder if Weakness Exposure works with, the Static Discharge. It does. Okay, that's cool. Weakness Exposure and stuff like Arson and Poison is like a really cool thing that I really want to try out on a build. Because whenever you're using your Poison, it actually like procs Weakness Exposure for every tick of damage. And it's, unless it has a cooldown, it might. Does it have a cooldown? It doesn't. So yeah, it's literally every tick that Poison does. It's really cool. If you haven't done it yet, or at least like tried it, you should. We're not going to take a Frost. If I can't find anything better than this Pikeman, I'll certainly be happy to take the Pikeman, but I don't know. I want whatever I take to be a basic attack focused skull. Something like the Genie could be interesting. Though then we're kind of getting into free win territory. I don't know how many people will trust me when I say it, but Genie is just like phenomenal. It's one of the best skulls in the entire game. That's a cool thing there, but we're not going to take it. Cyclops is also cool, but Succubus is better. This is interesting, though. I'm not necessarily trying to... I'm trying to build basics, so let's actually focus on that. We're seeing some really cool dash items that I'm sadly passing over. We've already passed the Hunter's Boots, and we're about to pass the freaking Cavalry decoration, too. But I'm on a mission. We could take this. It would give me some interesting in-air attack stuff. Start slowly but surely getting rid of some of these Carleon items. 760, that is a steep, steep price. Let's see what's behind. Okay, Mana Eater? Let's see if we can get it. I don't want to get rid of this. I don't want to get rid of any of this. okay. We'll pass on that for now, I suppose. If we see it again later, or maybe if we see it for free, we'll take it. But I'm pretty happy with what we got right now. Now we're going to be doing some cool in-air attack stuff. And interestingly enough, we could even do the meme strategy where we don't upgrade our Pikeman past rare and build like the ridiculous, absurdly fast in-air attack build that the Pikeman is very uniquely capable of doing. And it would work really well with static discharge as well. I'll consider it. I'm pretty sure Bill's attempted this because I saw like a thumbnail, or like I forwarded it to the end to see how he was doing on the run, where he was doing something like this. So I think it was back in the beta, which I guess it bodes even worse for something like this. And I think he lost that run, which means maybe this doesn't stack up anymore. Though also he could have been building it not correctly, because we're kind of already on a decent path when it comes to making something like this work with like weakness exposure. Static discharge 2. Maybe Rift... Well, actually, why am I saying maybe Riftblade? Riftblade would be excellent as well. And then maybe we can find a nice curse or something to round it out. Not that I'm committed to this, for the record. This is just... I'm cooking, okay? I'm in the kitchen. I'm coming up with some fat beats. Why beats? Why was that where my mind went? I don't know. Like, there's no, like, synergy there in the, like, the comparison. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm dumb. Like, y'all know this. Okay. The Hunter Legendary would go hard, I'm gonna be honest with you. It goes so freaking hard, bro. I don't even know what I would do. I'm kind of considering the Execution Axe, but the problem is I kind of prefer both of these arms items. But we do need some damage percent. Look at this. It's bad. We should probably get off of the Carlon Insignia at this point. We've gotten enough value out of it. Treasure 3 is awkward. Though Arms 3 is kind of awkward as well. Anyway, let's upgrade this. And this might be where we stop with the Pikeman. And I might do this strategy, because it's really cool. And I've shown it off on my channel before, but it's been a very long time. And unique opportunities like this to like show off weird strategies, I enjoy stuff like that a lot. Though, keeping in mind that this worked in normal mode, not so certain about hard mode. The damage does end up falling off pretty hard the later you get into the run. At least it used to. And we're also always going to have the monkey anyway, so it's like we do have that like extra cushioning to kind of help make, like, if it doesn't end up working out and like it's extremely weak, for one, we could always just upgrade our Pikeman to legendary. Like, it's not like you can't easily pivot from this if it's not working out. But also the monkey is like going to be hard carrying anyway, so monkey's just excellent. I'm a big fan. Like, I've always been a monkey defender, and he seems to be in people's good graces again. I think maybe hard mode has made people realize that, like, you know, just because a skull can't like one-shot an enemy doesn't make it bad. This could be good. Get rid of this. Though I do like the crit that I'm getting from that. Obviously, the long-term goal is going to be a Black Steel Dagger. That's like something we're hard looking for. Oh, and of course, you can never go wrong with a Forbidden Sword. Never. I think we honestly just get rid of the thing we just picked up, because this is arms as well. And rapidity, so... Oh, wow. Oh. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize we were this specialized. That's an execute box, which is one of the better boxes. Any box that doesn't have an item representing it in the common pool is much better than other boxes. Always keep that in mind. It's something I kind of... Okay, we got a disaster zone over there. This guy thinks he's the quarantine, or like I was, for some reason I got quarantine mixed. I was gonna make like a pun about disaster prefix and him thinking that he's the disaster, but then I was like, wait a second, hang on. This is not the disaster prefix is something else entirely. So I kind of screwed it up there. All I'm trying to say is this guy thinks his shit don't stink. It does. The real shit non-stinker in this room was the Gatling Gunner. who can end your entire career in a matter of seconds. Which honestly is that dev intended? I don't know if it is. Because it's like, the way Skul works is like, I think there's like a cooldown whenever an enemy deals damage to you, where it has like a specific time period where it can't instantly deal damage to you again. What if it considers every arrow its own individual enemy? And that's why he's able to combo you so hard. Because it's like, in Skul, getting like ganked by a whole crowd of enemies was always an issue. Also, I am going to reroll here. I want the staff. This one. Okay, beautiful. What's this? Okay, we got that again. That's fine. But this is what we truly want. That is easily the monkey's best ability. And that is a predator. I feel pretty confident sticking to my plan here. Sir, I'm not going to pivot for a predator. Although I do want to do a predator run. Though I have done one not that long ago. I don't think anyone needs to be reminded that the Predator is God tier. He's still good. You know, like, nothing's changed. Well, I guess some stuff has changed. I don't know if he's quite as good as he used to be, but he's not struggling. That much is certain. Okay. Leona sisters, you nightmares. Please go easy on me today. Yesterday was such a wonderful Leona fight where, like, everything went beautifully, correctly, like, and there was no problems at all. I'd like to have the same treatment today, if you would not mind. Y'all suck. Y'all know you suck. And, you know, I don't know, man. Go easy on me. Let's make this nice and fun and fair. Ugh. So far, so good. Depending on how much damage I'm able to do to this one, I'm going to maybe try and do the lower their HP trick. Which it's looking like I'm good to go on that front, as long as I don't get my sisters mixed up. They do have different sprites. I don't know how many people notice this. It took me a while to notice too. But they're not identical twins. One of them has longer hair and one of them has shorter hair. So, which I guess doesn't mean they're not identical twins. Just means one of them wears their hair different. But still, you know what I'm saying. Oh! Okay, see, this is a good reason why I should be wanting to do this. Because if phase 1 is hurting me this badly, phase 2 is going to really hurt me. Okay, let's be cautious about... Okay, we can just wail on them both here. We're already at a point where one of them is going to spawn with less HP. I'm going to let this one live. I'm going to really try and lower... Okay, never mind. I did not know my own strength. Though this one's probably going to spawn with, like a tiny sliver of her HP gone. It's actually not as much as I was hoping it would be. Yeah, see that? It's so disgusting! Why did they make the Leona sisters like this, bro? Why? I don't want to get juggled. Okay, she's stunned. Gonna be maybe going into a little serious time here. The good thing about these two skulls is they're both small. Although it didn't help me here. See that? That's an undodgeable pattern. I got lucky there. Also, oh my god. They're just so awful, man. Like, there's no way to dodge that pattern. You just have to dash at the right moment. It's the worst, man. And also, how did that hit me? I could not tell you. Okay, here we go again. Can we get lucky and get a dodgeable pattern? Yes, we did. Though not easily dodgeable, which I guess is fine. I'm not asking for an easy fight. I'm asking for a fair fight. Currently, the game is unfair. Hang on, let's just get out of here. Okay, that went fine, guys. That's about... I can't ask for too much more when it comes to the Leona sisters. They truly are awful. Okay. I'll accept those results. 69 for the record, just saying. And, this is good. Gives me some courage. This is also good. It's actually really good. I'm probably going to take this. But I don't know what to get rid of. Could be this. Nah. This is too much crit, right? The thing is, the inscriptions are odd on it. But the crit it gives me is nice. But we're going to get crit from swapping between these two skulls. I actually think that is probably the right move. And it synergizes much more with what I'm doing here. we're kind of getting into collection desire territory where I could potentially take that and feel pretty good about it. Good stuff. Equilibrium strike. That I always get this when I see it confused with the arms thing. I'm going to do this first. And wow, I didn't realize I had so little things here. We could take this, though here's the thing you have to consider. We're actually not dealing damage with our basics per se. We are, but we're more dealing damage with our Ginny's Chain Sickle. So I actually think I'm gonna take Go-Getter. Surprise, surprise, Haxa takes Go-Getter on every run, but it's that good. We're dealing damage with our Ginny's Chain Sickle, and we're dealing damage with our Gunpowder Sword. I'm gonna invest a couple things here just to be a little safe. Okay, we're only building, if we continue down this strat, which I think I am, unless I find like a Nat Legendary I'm interested in. I'm only building one Skull to Legendary, and the other stops at Rare. So we actually don't super have to be worried about being super strict on our Bone Shard counts. Also, let him do his thing. Ah, how you alive? Okay, we're gonna continue to swap here to maintain our crit. And what's the other stat? Fellowship, what's it called again? Proof of Fellowship. Attack speed, which is also good. All right, 2 really good stats. We want to maintain that very consistently. And once I finish building these 2, getting the Monkey to Legendary, which also, for the record, is a massive power spike in the Stone Monkey. Like, Stone Monkey, it really honestly is never super awful. I would say it's at its worst, which, you know, obviously this sounds like a statement that would be like obvious, but it's at its worst at common. Rare is like a decent upgrade, but once you get it to unique, that's like a massive power spike for the Stone Monkey. And then once you get it to legendary, it's even better. So yeah, it all comes down to that monkey swap, which is very good. The monkey swap is a phenomenal swap. It's one of the best swaps in the game. God dang it. I was looking at this Proof of Fellowship thing and I'm stuck. No! Why? Why do I keep screwing up that jump? Succubus, help me. Get... What? I suck... So the Succubus, I guess, doesn't apply to the explosion. Which, fair enough, I suppose, but Jesus. For some reason, I thought it did. Alright, let's get out of here before that blows up. I don't got the patience. I'm going to buy some food here. This... Oh, wait, we're poor. This is certainly worth considering, though we did get rid of our strike. I think I'm just going to buy a Misfortune inscription, and now our crits are pretty consistent. Though, keep in mind, that's not even with Proof of Fellowship tacked on. I think it goes up to 50. Also, I want to make sure that I'm able to stop these guys from summoning the Ultimate Golem. Although I do think this would be a run in particular that's pretty decent at handling the Ultimate Golem. I still don't want it to happen. And honestly, I should ignore him too and go up here and prepare to fight this normal Golem. The normal Golems are no pushovers, for the record. I think I said earlier on... I didn't realize he was Brawler. Earlier on in the existence of hard mode that I thought the normal Golems were now like baby tier shit. I don't think that anymore. I've had too many runs get just dunked on by them. I'm very wary of them now. Especially if they summon and you're fighting other things and you just have like their stupid attacks hitting you from across the entire room. That shit sucks. I don't want nothing to do with that. Hopefully we can kill him. What is it? I think I'm getting at that point where I have too much attack speed. What is my attack speed? Where is it? 260? Because it feels like my in-air attacks are like kind of, sometimes they're like not registering. Like I'm clicking a million times, you can probably hear it, and sometimes like it feels like my in-air attack isn't even like activating. See this? Hear it? Stop him. He's still summoning those. I forgot that that's a thing he can do. Like he doesn't care about stun. You're not getting me. Okay, that's a judgment. Let's deal with that before it continues to deal unnecessary amounts of damage to me. Here he continues to annoy me. This is a much better arena to fight this guy, honestly. Okay, I'm starting to question my decisions. Is this even a good strat? Maybe Beal's lost with it for a reason. Maybe it's not good. Ooh, Genie. We're talking basic attacks, although he doesn't have a good in-air basic. I'm going to continue my path. I've made my choices. Unless I get something crazy, which at this point I don't even know what I would take. Could maybe stand to get rid of some of my attack speed. I don't know. We'll think about it. Okay, let's not get trapped in a corner and have a bunch of unnecessary damage dealt to me. Okay, this is... I despise the warrior shield, dude. The way it, like, causes slow-mo, dude. That's so obnoxious. Okay, she has 0 shot of ulting. We're not that low damage. And also, keep in mind our go-getter isn't even up yet, so... Can we stop him from ulting? I think so. No. Oh, no, we literally just barely did. Good enough for me, man. Just barely is more than enough for me. Okay, I'm so tired of you, sir. I'm so tired of you. The slow-mo is driving me crazy. Ah! It's not even that he's beating the heck out of me or anything. Like, we're beating him. He's getting owned. But he's just annoying. Okay, I was about to say... He ulted! Okay. Damage. What's our... 400? That's not good enough. Not even close. Also, we're going to struggle to get our Pot of Greed active, I'm realizing. If we don't build 2 Skulls to Legendary. I'm going to have to find some items to supplement in for it. Anyway. I mean, that still went well. All things considered. But, like... Yeah, we got a damage issue. We can start scaling our Arachne. That's probably the right thing to do. Also, Collection Desire is probably the right thing to do, which... I guess we can't take Riftblade then. Which is fine, I guess. I want Riftblade, but I don't think it's super necessary. Certainly damage is more important. It's the be-all, end-all in Skul the Hero Slayer, you know? Nothing's changed since the good old days in that regard. You still need damage. And we're going to start really focusing on that. And also, we don't have the Evil Sword Kyrian up yet, which will certainly justify the... Okay, what is hitting me? It will justify the go-getter a lot more. We're stuck. There was nothing I could do. Oh! Oh my god, the bomb, the bomb! Okay, oh my god, that did so much damage to this thing. Look at this, our attack speed is doing the thing. We're in the bad zone of attack speed, for sure. This is not good. It's... Ooh! He tried. He tried to get me. Alright, I'm actually going to take a money room here. Like, we could hyper-focus on skulls, but... I don't know, man. Attack speed is so weird in Skul. It's really only speed skulls that have this issue too, which is ironic. Like, speed skulls are the ones that really struggle with... Oh, okay, I see the Evil Sword Kyrian. Alright, well, there's a Glacier Breaker back there, which we're obviously not going to take. Don't worry, I did see it. But it's certainly not what we're looking for here. Maybe we won't have to do in our basics anymore, which maybe means we can get rid of the Ginny Chain Sickle and find something a little better. Who's to say? I don't know why I broke that. I didn't need to. That certainly gave me a lot of money for the shop, which I'm happy about. Approaching death is cool. It's interesting. Oh, here's a problem that we could solve. We don't have Courage 2. Do I want it with this? Probably not. I think I might want to buy it. What are our inscriptions looking like? Execute would be an excellent purchase. Let's have a look here. There are things to be fixed. Is this a viable strategy? Maybe we want to get rid of rapidity. That could actually be the answer. Get rid of that. And we don't have Arms 4 anymore, which I do want, which means I might purchase it here. Is there another sword that has Execute on it? I don't think so, but actually let's look at our... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The problem is gone. All right, maybe it's back on track then. We have to be very cautious about our... I'm going to buy arms for her as of right now. And try and get execute later. Can I please buy this? Look, we're 20 off. Okay, we're just going to leave it then. It's just typical. But yeah, our problems are solved in terms of our Pikeman. Like I'm always saying, you know, there is like a very strange kind of like almost counterintuitive limit that you want on your attack speed in Skul the Hero Slayer, only for speed skulls generally. I can't think of any skulls that aren't speed skulls that don't have this problem. Give me that. Which means we probably don't want to scale our Arachne in attack speed and skill cooldown. I think we're pretty happy with our current, sir? I think we're pretty happy with our current attack speed. We're probably done scaling that, honestly. All of it's going to go into HP and attack. Any Arachne that we do. Which our items are also almost complete. I can't imagine too much more that would be super useful to get on this build. We're pretty happy with it. So I think we are feeling good. God, dude, it's so odd. I bet a lot of people are very who don't know that this problem exists are very confused on why getting rid of rapidity worked so well there, or maybe they don't realize what was happening to me because it's something you have to experience for yourself. It might not. It doesn't seem readily apparent why I was like so annoyed with my attack speed and my inner attacks until you literally experience it. So if you're watching this and you're like, not understanding why the attack speed was bad, build it yourself and see how it feels, because it really does very interestingly become a negative on your build. But now we're back on track and we're going to be absolutely cruising. Though the interesting thing is now my in-air attacks on my monkey feel a little worse, but it's still very much worth the trade-off for what was happening before. Like, I'll gladly take a slightly worse in-air attack on my monkey than having just objectively bad attacks in air on my Pikeman. But we are destroying this Chimera. Actually, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Maybe I should watch that Beals video just to get an idea of what he was struggling with. Because I know, I'm fairly certain, at least I should say, that he built something like this and lost recently. He might have had too much attack speed. Because that is like an interesting little dilemma that a lot of people come across, but they maybe don't know what's happening. Though I'm sure Beals knows what this is. He's been playing long enough. It is what it is. It's very interesting. Also, we just obliterated that Chimera. She stood 0 chance at beating me. Okay, all terrible items. Which means we're pretty free to just break maybe a legendary item, because we don't really need to break a Quint. We're going to be scaling our Arachne HP. So we're just going to break a Quint there. And probably take Collection Desire here. Is that real? Is that actually my attack? Where's that coming from? What? Where's that coming from? We haven't scaled our Arachne that much. Maybe I don't need Collection Desire now? There's that. This would help quite a bit. Someone told me it works with Hidden Blade, which I am a little skeptical about, but I guess I have no reason to not believe them. But it's like, is this better than Collection Desire? It's always the question that's worth asking, because Collection Desire is just so good. Well, Collection Desire will give me 25, 50, 75, 100. 150. Why did they make Collection Desire so OP? The nerf was so justified. Look at this. There's no reason to not take it. It's like, your run's worse if you don't take it. Like, straight up. Look at that. Wait, what? Where is that stats coming from? We were at like 430 earlier in Act 1. What did I... Maybe it's from the Pot of Greed. Because we did... No, what the... I'm so confused. Oh, you know what? We didn't have Kyrian Awakened back then? That gave me 60%. Yeah. Okay, so we're in cruise mode now, guys. This is a run. And also, I'm very satisfied with the static electric field. Even it's really consistent. I almost have constant uptime. But as you can see, the monkey is significantly worse at his in-air attacks now. Well, significantly is a word. He's worse. Not nearly as good. Like, he certainly benefits from the attack speed, but since the Pikeman has like that ridiculous, almost like unbelievable attack speed in the air for some reason, he was getting to the point to where it was like the negative aspects of it. Also, I'm gonna free him, but honestly, it gets my best judgment. Like, come on, dude. I paid how much for a rare? I don't know, man. I just don't think that this NPC is worth freeing most of the time. He sucks. Ooh. We're not going to take it. But I'll take the bone shards. Even if it was like champion. We're obviously past the point where champion is something worth considering. You are going to die to my pikeman. And we're dead. Oh yeah, there's more. The backtracking for some reason in this map is so... Like, as soon as you kill every enemy over here, for some reason, one bomber spawns at the end of that hallway down there. And I just don't understand. I don't get it. We'll go back for 1 HP. That's how min-maxy I am, y'all. That's right. 1. And what if we beat the hero by 1 HP, huh? Then what? Then you guys will be like, Hax, that was brilliant! And I'll be like, yeah, I know. Typical Haxa Chad move. Oof. None of this is good. It's worth considering. For one, Soar increases my crit while in the air, which is kind of what we want. The problem is, how do I fit it? The bleed doesn't matter. It's like, I could get rid of this and go buy courage, but then we don't have arms 4. Is that... Actually, that has to... Like, we'll just carry the awkward arms 3. And maybe get lucky with... Wait, where is it? Soar. No, I'm looking for courage. There it is. Maybe get lucky later with, like, a hope slasher. You know? But it took me a moment to realize just actually how good this actually is on this run. Even though we're not doing bleed stuff, we don't need to be. The damage percent and also the sword crit rate helping my my gunpowder sword is pretty much what sold me there. And we're not using our abilities enough to really use the Manatech gravity generator. Like, I'm barely using my abilities. So with the monkey we're using our abilities, but not enough to justify it. And I will go back for this HP, obviously. Why wouldn't I? An actual 10. We did it. I'm trying to think if there's an omen I would take in this run, and I'm not coming up with anything. Like, I think we're past the point of considering omens. Misfortune omen would be decent, but I don't think it would... maybe it would be good enough. Also, we should be swapping more and maintaining our proof of fellowship. Also, that is a slime. You thought, sir, you thought you were going to get me with that tornado. This would be the ultimate dupe, although it would give me rapidity, so maybe not, actually. Let's see what's inside. What do you got? Show me... Okay, I'm not going to quote Rick and Morty. You... Oh! What? Oh, no. What do I do? Get rid of this? We don't need the proof of fellowship. Yeah. Alright, that actually makes things a lot simpler for me. Now I don't have to worry about maintaining my crit rate on swapping. Like, we have the above 50% crit rate just whenever we jump in the air, thanks to Soar. So, yeah. Beautiful. That was a good dupe. Our damage percent is through the roof now. We don't even necessarily... Oh, look, it's the Scientist. Still, in my opinion, I'm not convinced that this was... The devs, more than likely, this has to be an oversight. It's the only one of these enemies in the whole game that can turn into a Dark Elite. And these enemies in the lore, at least the way I suspect they are is that they are like pawns of the Emperor. And I feel like for lore reasons, they would probably not turn into Dark Elites. But what do I know? You know, I'm just a game theorist over here. Okay, the Hunter, who honestly, I'm gonna be real. I actually think they have successfully turned every single Act 4 adventurer into a nightmare. Like, used to, I would talk about which ones I think are easier than the others, but honestly, I don't even think that's a conversation that's important to have anymore. They're all awful. Like, every last one of them. Which, good on you, devs. You did it. You made the hardest fight in the game, arguably, even worse in 1.7. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's be cautious. This is bad. This is bad. That's a good pattern, though. I think I missed with my succubus, so let's... Sorry, I'm in a little bit of concentration. Okay. We got out of there with our lives. That's all that matters. We're probably going to full scale into HP here, because we already have the damage percent. Like, we're fine. Look. Like, look. So we're just gonna heal here. Good lord, dude. I'm glad I didn't talk trash. Like, honestly, I need to learn my lesson about all of the encounters I've had with the thief. Like, none of them are easy, and that's my position moving forward. Like, I've learned, guys. I've become a better Skul the Hero Slayer player thanks to my experiences in the Dark Mirror. There is no easy fight in Skul Dark Mirror, except maybe Iggy. And even then, I should shut up. Like, just shut up, hacks. They're all hard. Okay, I don't like this. This is pretty much one of the worst prefixes I could come across. Though it appears to be going fine. Good enough. Ah! I just realized when I made that noise, I don't know why, maybe I'm imagining things, but it kind of sounded like Benjo's Gah! Anyone else think that? I didn't do it on purpose. It just came out that way. That's a great game, by the way. Like, I never even grew up with a Nintendo 64. And, like, years later, like, I had, like, you know, obviously not an illegal emulator. I would never do such a thing. But I played it somehow, some way. You know, just, like, to go back and experience a game that everyone raves about being really good. And, yeah, it is as good as people say. It's a really fun game. And I've always been, like, a platformer fan, you know? It's actually, like, I noticed a trend in a lot of my favorite games of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog, the early Sonic games, 2D side-scroller platformer, Skul the Hero Slayer. You know, it's not a platformer per se, but it's a 2D side-scroller, and it does have platforming in it. One of the first games I ever got addicted to when I was growing up was MapleStory, which is a 2D MMORPG, which has lots of platforming in it, side-scroller as well. I don't know. Maybe I just like 2D side-scrolling games. Dead Cells, you know, a 2D side-scroller. I don't know. I've always been a fan of, like, pixel art and stuff like that. A lot of the games I'll, you know, even after I get my... And here's the thing about me, okay? I've literally never in my life had a good computer. But I plan on getting a decent one soon. And even with that, I think I'm still going to stick to a lot of 2D, like, side-scroller games. Just because, I don't know, I like the genre. I like the way they play. I should have read what that does, because I'm pretty sure that's a food item you can take to Joan. But I don't know what it does. Not that it matters that much. I'm thinking about maybe juggling a Quint here. I should probably save my money. Yeah, I'll save my money. Because what if I have to heal after John? And we already fully scaled our max HP, which is probably something I should have thought about. Also, you guys want to see some cheese? Some delicious, yummy, ooey gooey cheese in this map. You might see this map and be like, oh my god, it's so hard! No! But there's a lot you can do, especially with the right skulls. See this? Monkey swap. Don't even gotta go around that side. We're just going right up. We can also do it here. I'm going to do it again. Though maybe this is a mistake. Oh, I didn't even need to wait. Never mind. Just a bit of a time waster there. No big... Oh, actually, ooh. We might be able to cross that gap with the monkey, but we're out as the monkey, so I'm just going to keep going. Oh! Okay. You know, as long as you have the right swap, you never have to be punished for your bad gameplay. Just a monkey swap there. It's beautiful. And obviously, there's a prisoner within. We're certainly overdue for a prisoner run, but that's not going to be today. It'd be ridiculous to swap to the prisoner on this run. He wouldn't even be good, for the record. He would not be good at all. Also, maybe I should stop taking skull shards, because I'm not going to even slightly touch the arachna scaling in attack speed and cooldown, because I don't want to mess up my... I don't want to go over that threshold with my pikeman. Like, we're at that absolute zen kind of, like, you know, the best possible way it's at. Okay, so this is pretty much useless bone shards here too. We're gonna have way too many bone shards. Oh no. What are we gonna do with all these bone shards, bro? Bone shield? Bone shield? Could be. I don't know. 196. That's rude. That's just BM. Because the game knows I'm not gonna spend them all. But yeah, it's Joan time. We are so powerful. It's insane how strong we are. She's screwed. Look at this. We have 1038 when we're in the air. She's done for. She's done for. Oh my god, I just swallowed too much tea. It went down the wrong pipe. Though it didn't choke me, thankfully. Just like gave me gas. Okay, it's Joan time. I mean, this run's way stronger than I was expecting it to be. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was not expecting it to be this good when I was thinking, you know, like, we're gonna do the fun meme strat today, where we don't upgrade our pikeman past rare. But maybe it's not a meme strat. You know, maybe this is a genuinely powerful thing you can do. Because I mean, the run's speaking for itself if we're being completely real. Like, this is good stuff. And get dunked on. And please come out of your bubble. Thank you. Get dunked on once more. Ooh, let's see if we can get the stun and avoid the things. Oh, it does work with stun. Look at this. Also, there is a even better Joan skip that was recently. I saw Mr. Baccanado's teaser for it. Apparently, if you press the interact button here, you can leave the fight. I'm not going to do it, but or I guess I could. No, because then you don't get the... It's only good in speedruns, because you miss out on the Joan rewards if you do it. And you definitely want those. But if you're playing a speedrun, press the interact button here. You literally just ascend like you would do at the end of the fight. Now, that's a thing where we might get an emergency patch. Like an emergency fix. If the devs are like... That honestly, we might be stuck with that glitch for a long time. Because, like... They're releasing the console updates, and generally whenever that happens, the PC updates are done. I talked about this yesterday, but that's such an insane glitch that they might have to fix it. It's very real, by the way. It's interesting how broken this game can be at times. Also, it's interesting. I wonder how long that's been in the game. Like, it's not something people ever really think to do. Is like jump up here and leave instantly. But it's a thing. Okay, it's a good thing we saved our money because we're going to need to buy a little HP. Very happy with what I currently have. The Succubus, more than enough for me. I'm not interested in like Ancestral Weapon, which is really not even good against the Dark Heroes, so we're fine. And I thought that was Bone Shield for a second. I got excited. Do we still want weakness exposure? Probably. Probably, honestly. I'm a little worried to even touch any of this. What would I take instead? Could take Riftblade. But I think I'm gonna stick with what we got here. I mean, this is all working out very well. Alright, sir. Mr. Ghost, who used to be called Spirit. Look at all, we're gonna be floating so many bone shards. No! 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 I do not dare touch that. So yeah, we're leaving. Oh my god. The game was way too kind there at the end. I should have just... It's on me for not realizing sooner that I shouldn't be taking bone shards anymore. It's not really a big deal regardless, because it's like, we're not going to be able to do much with this money anyway. But still, rear blast is insane. Can I fit it? I don't know. I don't think I can. It's so good though. But like, everything else is better. The ring can't be... Like, it's giving me a lot of good stats and directions that I like. If I got rid of this, I would lose 10% crit rate. 40%. Oh, guys. I think I might get rid of this. I'm gonna do it. Like, we still have 45 crit rate. Like, that's what sold me. We're still gonna be critting a lot. It's even more damage. It's even more inscriptions too with execute. No longer have the awkward treasure 3. Okay. Yeah, I completely stand by that. A little awkward, but I don't give a fuck, dude. It's good. I guess I'll just juggle a Spectre and be on my way with my kit in tow, which I'm very happy with. Making sure I didn't accidentally stop the recording. I did not. This is really good, guys. This is really interesting what we're doing here. I think we're going to destroy the Dark Hero. But, obviously, only time will tell. There's no point in getting cocky about it. We need to go on... Do I have attack speed? Oh, it might be the food I bought. Yeah, thankfully we're not taking that to the Dark Hero. That had to have given me some attack speed because, like, it's happening again. Where I'm losing some of my inner attacks. Hopefully it doesn't persist into the Dark Hero fight. It probably makes my monkey better, though, so we can use the monkey while we're waiting. Oh! I took damage! Oh, come on, dude. Whack. Get out of my face. How dare they deal damage to me? That's so unfortunate. Alright, well, it's Dark Hero time. We're not going to be taking this food item in, so... Yeah, look at that. It's so whack how it works. The weird balancing act of not having too much attack speed. But yeah, we're going to go in there. I'm feeling good. Shouldn't be too cocky, though, but like with everything that's happening, you know, we have like tons of damage percent. Including the like with go-getter. Everything's just so good, honestly. Like, you guys are seeing it in action. You know how it is. Actually, let me get this to 9. All right, let's go. All right, rare Pikeman. Show them what you're made of. Show them that you, too, can compete with the bet. You know, like, the Pikeman is, like, one of those really weird skulls that, like, has, like, it's just so interesting. Like, he's pretty much good at every level. Probably one of the most universally locked skulls in the game, I would say, is the Pikeman. Like, I don't think I ever see anyone complain about it. For good reason, too. It's good. Also, maybe I shouldn't be playing the monkey at all. This is definitely a Pikeman run. Let's, respect that. Take that on the swap. Like, strictly speaking, my Pikeman is way better than my monkey. I'm also taking too much damage. I don't like this. Just gonna give him space moving forward. I don't want to take needless, unnecessary damage. Okay. I'm gonna use my Succubus here. I was thinking about maybe keeping it for Dark Hero, but early Dark Hero is probably easier than late Phase 1 Hero. I would say that. Like, early Dark Hero, I'm perfectly content. Like, I don't struggle against him at all. Alright, here we go. It's time. The daily encounter with this fool. The Dark Hero. Who has, you know, I'll always say it, banger music. It is what it is. And also, we already have our Succubus back up. Do we have Heritage? I don't think we do. I don't think we have any Heritage. Why do I feel like I'm losing some of my my in-air attacks? My inputs! Yeah, what is happening? Hit him with this. Ah! Don't do that! Okay, let's not be stupid. Give him space when he needs it. He's gonna attack me now. Nope, he's going into this. I actually didn't realize I had done so much damage to him. Ow. Don't throw hacks. This is a good run. There's no point in it dying. Monkey Swap's going to be really good at dealing with his Siphon, by the way. We definitely want to be out as the Pikeman whenever he starts it. Here he comes. Here comes the Siphon. Swap Monkey all the way to the end of the field. And hit him with this, hit him with this, hit him with this. Get in there. Ah! He's going to do it again. No! How did that hit me? Oh my god. Okay, this is bad. Oh no! I'm throwing. Okay, let's not be foolish here and throw for no reason. Here we go. We know how to dodge this. We have the Succubus up for the harder to dodge move here. I think we're going to be fine in this regard. We just have to avoid getting grabbed. Like that. Alright, go all in here. Our Execute's going to activate soon, so we'll at least have that. A little more damage. The grab's coming up soon. See if we can't stop this thing. Give him space. Really should not be swapping, honestly. Alright, he's going to do the beams. I think our Execute is activated now. Wait, I pressed the Succubus button. It almost happened again. Also, I almost got Siphon there. It wouldn't have dealt damage to me, but it would have taken HP and given it to him. So, my B. But yeah, we won. Yay! What a great run. Even though I almost flubbed it there with some shoddy dodging. Our rare Pikeman is a force to be reckoned with, guys. I'm telling you. Like, he's good. He's really good. Uniquely better in some ways than you know, higher tier Pikemans on the right build. And I'm telling you, no other skull is as capable of utilizing a build like this as this skull. It's very strange how powerful he is at in-air attacks. Werewolf used to compete, but he doesn't anymore. They kind of nerfed the Werewolf's in-air attack. Anyway, we'll start the go home sequence here. I have a way to potentially break the windscreen a little bit. Let me think about how I want to do this. We want to do a monkey swap. Okay, let's start the segment. No! I did it wrong, actually. You can kind of get up really high with the monkey. But this is good, though. Oh my god, actually, that's really good. Oh, they're like clapping. They're like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do that at all. That's so good. Oh, heck yeah. Accidental epic windscreen. They're like clasping hands there. Oh my god, that's so sick. Okay. You know, GG's. Really good windscreen out of the clear blue nothing. Like, I didn't even earn that one. This is like one of my best ones. What a run, guys. What a freaking run. Complete demonstration of the weirdness that can happen in this game. Like, Monkey, who is generally, like, you know, obviously the center focus of a lot of my runs, because he's a great swap skull. Whenever I'm using him, I'm always swapping to him. But we didn't do that on this build. We just built around that rare Pikeman. And it worked out super, super well. Obviously, the run itself is really good. But, like, even without that. Also, look at our really, really low overall damage. That's the lowest I think I've ever seen it. How does this happen? Like, I actually do not understand this. It's so weird. Like, there has to be some kind of factor. I don't think we giga low rolled or anything. I honestly don't know. Not that it matters. Obviously we did enough damage to win. So take that game. Succubus was great. definitely a run saver in a lot of instances. Like, I think I could have dodged most of the damage on the giant spike on every wall attack that he does in phase, or at the start of phase 3, but it would have been hard, and we probably would have taken at least some damage. And with how the first half of the fight went, I'm really glad that we had the succubus. And also, succubus is just goated. The double pot of greed, obviously excellent. The really awesome last second rear blast, which actually did so much for the run. I gotta love it. Obviously the crit we had on this run was incredible. Misfortune and soar. Soar 2 is not something I do very often, for the record, but it has very niche uses where it's like really good. On this run, that was getting the Sword 2 was like the final little piece of the puzzle that I didn't even know we needed. And everything else was just like standard, you know, like really good stuff. Kyrian, obviously. Genius Chain Sickle, really cool, especially with Go Getter. The funny thing is, our basics were pretty much doing 0 damage. It was all the items. I don't even know if we were like hitting the first hero with our literal actual basics. So that's how you build this run. I'm going to watch the Beals video and just see what happened there. I'm curious. I'm curious what he did that led to the defeat. This is definitely how you build this, though. Possibly Riftblade instead of Weakness Exposure. Though even that's just a possibility. Although Riftblade is obviously incredible. And also probably Static or Electric Field is probably not necessary. This would probably be better as Riftblade. But I just felt like doing something different. Like, this is, you know, I take Riftblade and I take a lot of the stuff very often that I'm used to taking. So Electric Field, really good dark ability, underutilized. It's really good on basic attack runs, and I can't think of any other use for it, but when you can use it, it's good. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Really fun run. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And I think I'm going to go now, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.